Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Pass the Gravy, episode 615 with your pals Alex, Pat, and welcoming back Bobby the Hog Jokes. Pew, pew, pew. Happy Gravy Day to you and yours. We got action-packed pod, and by action-packed pod, I mean it's kind of wide open looking at our prep sheet right now, so it could be an interesting one, or it could just be a regular fun episode of Pass the Gravy, depending on how it goes. I'll start us off though. I was walking the dog and I saw a dude rolling up to the park that I was walking her in on a scooter, like a Razor looking scooter. What is the least cool thing you can roll up on? Like least cool vehicle, not a car.
I feel like most people would say like
the scooter is not it.
Like a Vespa. But I disagree. I think they're incredibly... I don't know if cool would be the right one, but how funny would it be if you saw me roll up on a Vespa? Like, that would brighten everyone's day. Like, look at that fat guy on a scooter.
Yeah, that would. That would be...
But I think most people would say, like, a scooter, like a motorized scooter, that's the least cool vehicle there is.
I was thinking it's not even something with, like, a motor. Like, because that was a scooter, and I was like, that's... Like, a scooter's cool. You're just whipping around the driveway and stuff. But, like...
It's the unicycle.
I was thinking unicycle.
Only nerds use unicycles.
I was thinking of the bicycle with the small wheel and the big wheel.
Oh,
no, that would be
yeah.
awesome. You'd be like, this guy has old money.
Penny farther, I think. Penny farther.
Yeah,
Big,
that's what they were called.
Huge pull.
It was really dumb, but also you'd be like, this guy might have time traveled from 1822. I want to pick his brain on some stuff.
Like, is it cool if you know how to ride a unicycle, but you look like a nerd showing up on a unicycle? Like, if that's how you're transporting yourself, like if you have a unicycle and that can be a cool thing you can show off that you can ride a unicycle, that's tight. If I am like, hey, Pat, meet me at the park, and you show up on a fucking unicycle, I'm going to be like, go away. I'm going to pretend I don't know you.
I've known two people in my life that would show up on unicycles, and neither of them were nerds or like dumb or I didn't like them or anything, but also... You're right. You do get kind of jealous when you see it. Cause like, that's really cool. I wish I could do it. But your brain also goes, nerd. You're a nerd. You're a nerd. That's stupid. You're a nerd.
In college, there was always like one or two people you'd see going around campus with.
You're like, dude, you started doing that because you think it's going to get you chicks.
Right? And I'm like, I never want to be that guy. Like, that, like, oh, that's cool that he's got, actually not that cool.
You're doing it just for attention. And the only attention you get while wearing that is, look at that nerd.
All right, so I kind of power ranked this.
Oh.
We don't have a power rankings today. Nobody sent in any good power rankings. Get better at power rankings at Pass the Gravy Pod, #PTG answers, and then get us to power rank 5 similarly rated things. The 5 least cool vehicles to show up on, again, none of these are like motorized vehicles. Scooter is 5, because scooter looks cool, but just like, if that's your transportation, it's a little odd.
Yeah, but also
If
then you're like, I remember when I had a Razor as a
outside
kid.
the age of 16. For a grown adults rolling up on a scooter, it looks like you stole it.
Or you work on a Silicon Valley campus.
That too. But again, like if, yeah, you can do it on Silicon Valley campus.
Which means California, which means stupid. So, yeah, you're correct.
All right, so 5 was scooter, 4 luge. A street luge. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, if somebody rolled up on a luge, that would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't. It's like he's just like laying flat. Like, you're going to get run over.
I mean, he can only do it downhill.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck. I'm
But
I'm not going to pull you up. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to carry that back home? Why'd you show up like this?
I don't know. I mean, if you
can show up in style one way.
If you live in San Francisco and your friends are down at the bottom of the hill and they're like, roll up, we're going to play kickball, and you come flying down the hill on a luge, I think that's kind of an alpha move.
You can either show up or roll out cool.
All right,
but
well,
you
I
can't
disagree
do both.
on this one, but
all right.
it's your list.
3 is rollerblades. I think rollerblades, roller skates are cool, but like if your mode of transportation to show up somewhere is rollerblades, it doesn't look that cool.
Yeah, post like 1999. You're not allowed to use rollerblades for transportation.
If you're going rollerblading with the kids or you're rollerblading with a friend, like that's fine. That's exercise. But if you are like, hey, I'm going to Pat's house and I rollerbladed to your house, you'd be like, what? Get out of my house.
If I see you on the streets in rollerblades, I better very shortly thereafter see you go, whoa, and jump over a guy who's tying his shoe that you didn't see till the last second.
And then 2 is a ripstick.
Yeah, dumb. So dumb.
What is like that? That's again a kid's thing. Like, what is an adult doing with a ripstick? You're just asking to like break your arm,
You're asking to throw out your back.
all of your body.
Flipping your hips back and forth that much over the age of 30, you're asking for months of back pain.
Everybody knows what a ripstick is, right, Robert?
It's like the skateboard, but you just swivel it back and forth to
time?
make it move, or else it won't move.
So
Okay. Is it like two?
It's like in half.
Yeah.
Kind of like 2 teardrops put together.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you have to like get in a rhythm, and if you get out of that rhythm, you're absolutely screwed. And like you can probably even it out, but like not for very long.
Okay. You said no motor because I was gonna throw out one wheel, but one wheel has a motor. I
One
think.
wheels are like cool, but you kind of look nerdy if like that's how you're getting around 100% of the time. Like it's cool if you have like
You're too nerdy to have a skateboard.
I had a hoverboard because somebody gave it to me for Christmas, and it rocked.
That should be number one.
I walked the dog with it, but like I wasn't like, "Hey Pat, I'm coming over." Zzz. You could come over and bring your hoverboard, and like, "Yo, check out this hoverboard," but like you don't go place A to place B with that.
That's the hoverboard's one of those ones where it's so dumb. I hate it. I'll never buy it. Somebody bought me one. I would. Fall
It
in
was
love with
yeah,
it,
which
and
exactly what it was.
I would ride that to the bathroom. If
It
I
was
had one.
sick. Like my dog, I'd take her to the dog park, and it was in the complex I lived in. So I would just like hoverboard around the dog park while she did her business and hung out. And I was like, "All right, time to go."
I also drink too much. I feel like the hoverboard would be
It's a problem.
I would have to have a Segway.
It's a problem. And then unicycle was one. So it was unicycle, ripstick, rollerblades, luge, and scooter.
Special mention mall cop Segway. Remember when Segways first came out and every mall cop in the world got one?
Oh yeah.
That was, and you're like, look at you, you douche. That thing. I could walk away from that. It's so slow.
I remember my grandparents went on a tour of, I can't remember, they went on vacation somewhere, but my grandpa had a hat and it said Segs in the city. And it was like the Sex in the City font. And I was like,
Great dad or grandpa hat.
absolutely fantastic tourist like hat. Like great company name, great company logo. Somebody was thinking right.
That's great.
But then I think like Segways are done now. I don't
Well,
really
yeah.
think you see them anymore.
Is the mall cop the least respected profession in the world? Like, I'm not even going to say the United States, in the world. Like, growing up, you would always hear, you don't want to go to be a garbage man. Now, looking back, you're like, those guys make
They make
fucking
a
bank.
lot
That
of
would have been
money.
sick. And, like, as an adult, you respect them because you're like, well, I
Thank you for doing these
thank you
things
for
that I
taking
don't
away
wanna
the
do.
trash,
Yeah.
and that's sick. There's not a person in the world that respects a mall cop. Like, even their families don't respect them.
I don't know about that. It's like
The kids in the mall definitely don't respect you.
kids, but like kids are shitheads.
Guess what? If something happens at the mall, they still have to call the cops. The cops show up. They're not going to respect you.
Yeah, but you can still yell at kids, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, but nobody respects you. That's what I'm saying. Just the least respected job.
I don't think that it's not. Maybe like in general,
I think I'd be a good mall cop.
least respected job is probably the guy behind the bulletproof glass at like a tow yard that just gets yelled at by everybody. That like it's like, what the fuck? I left my car at park. This wasn't a tow zone. It's like, hey man, I didn't tow your car. I'm here. I just need you to give me your $400. I'll give you your key. Like I'll give you your shit. Like that's all we gotta do, man. I'm sorry. Like I've been with 2 friends that had their cars towed, and just the meanest people say the meanest stuff to those people, and I feel like they're very disrespected. Or also telemarketers. Telemarketers, good or bad.
We'll save that for next year. We'll power rank those.
Actually, least respected is the people that send the fucking political texts because I still keep getting them.
Those are volunteers, though. There's no way that's an actual.
I don't respect you at all, though.
It's a volunteer. It's not a
Least
job.
respected volunteer job.
There you go.
Scumbags. Stop doing it. You're not getting the point through that you think you're getting the point through to. Like, has anybody been?
You're not raising awareness.
You
You're
know
raising
what?
anger.
They are so and so's raising taxes. Well, this guy texted me out of the blue. I might as well take this guy's side.
Really, here's what those texts should be. Representative Mike Johnson is a Republican. There's your heads up so you know which way to vote.
No,
Because half the
no,
they
'cause
just text you,
shouldn't
go,
vote like
okay, but
that.
I don't know. No, you shouldn't, but that's how most people do vote. You vote red or you vote blue. These text messages, they send you a paragraph, and they don't tell you what party they're in. So you're just making me angry and confused at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know, but just dude rolling up on the scooter was a cool looking dude. I just like, that's a wild move. I wonder why that's what you chose to show up here on. I also think that these 2 guys that hang out at the park all the time, I'm not 100% sure if they're drug dealers, but I think they might be drug dealers.
Go ask them for
I
some
don't
weed.
care. I'm not going to do that. It's like, yo, y'all, they ain't bothering anybody. But occasionally you'll see somebody come hang out with them, and like they seem to know everybody that goes to the park. Joggers, people taking their dogs to the park.
They're just park
So it
guys.
doesn't seem like those people are like, it's not those people, but like occasionally you'll see like somebody else come hang with them for a second.
Maybe they live there
and
in
then
the park.
leave. No, but they're there a lot of times.
You don't get that vibe?
They're there 75% of the time that I go there at any point in the day.
Those are big numbers.
Yeah. And they hang out. Like they're not bothering anybody. So I'm not like worried about it. It's like, yo, if you're just like, what do you guys do all day? What do you do all day?
Then you lean in and he just shows you a big fat bag of weed and you're like, oh, okay.
All right, no more questions. Hey, bro, I don't have a problem with you anyways, man. Just hang out. But yeah, that was the first thing I had. And then the other thing I had was, is it time for mermaids to stop swimming and start cleaning?
Yeah, like at what point are they going to step in and help with the ocean problems?
Mermaids are by far the worst maids.
There's a literal island of trash in the middle of the ocean. Where are they? Middle of the ocean. What are they doing about it?
Nothing. Why not? You have maid in the name. You can't get. This isn't including mermen, because mermen, it's like you're just a man. You're being a dude.
This is why Atlantis fell. They have no work ethic.
They're watching the mermen are just watching the game.
Like, oh look, you see all this trash that's in your home? Yeah, I don't care. I'll just ignore. I'm gonna swim over here away from it. Like, dude, it's in your home. Yeah, I just don't go in that room anymore. It's filled with trash.
You want me to give a shit about the environment? How about you get these mermaids to fucking clean up some shit first and set a good example, and then maybe I'll fucking stop throwing my car battery in the ocean, huh?
Just fucking trying to live off of our tax dollars.
Yeah. That's all I had, really.
It's a good observation.
Somebody Photoshop like Ariel from... No, that might be taken wrong. Just Photoshop like a mermaid with a maid outfit on, because then they'd be a real maid. And that would also be like mermaids cleaning service. Verbal trademark. You know how they have
That's not a
like...
bad
Is
idea.
it Molly Maid? Bleep that out. No free ads. But like those like maid services, that'd be a cool logo.
It's a good business idea.
Yeah.
I got a business idea
All
for
right.
you. Okay, so you know how cardio is stupid and everyone hates it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna open God damn it, and I had it. Cardi Bro.
Cardi Bro, okay.
Cardi Bro. So what it's gonna be, a way for guys that get cardio in a way that's not dumb. It's just gonna be a room where guys can get together and wrestle. You're just wrestling with the boys. Get the heart rate up a little bit, and then, we're not even gonna have a bar in there. It's literally just gonna be in the corner of the room, just buckets of beer for afterwards.
I like that.
But maybe some oil too, so you can get all oiled up when you're just wrestling with the boys. Nothing sexual. Nothing sexual about this at all. It's just called
It seems like just a fight club that we talk about.
No. No fighting. There's no punches.
Wrestling.
You're just wrestling. Who doesn't like
Just a
wrestling with the
wrestle
boys?
club.
Who doesn't love getting absolutely drunk on a boys' weekend and then two guys are going to end up wrestling?
Yeah.
I wrestle my buddy John all the time.
You're that guy in the group.
Sometimes.
There's always like
Well, we get feisty with each other, and then you're like, oh, really? And when your buddy gives you the
Yeah.
oh, really thing, you got to wrestle him.
there's always the one or two guys in every group of like longtime friends. At least with dudes, I don't know about the females, but
Fucking really hot.
but you're just like, you get them riled up and you're like, hey dude, I bet you want to tackle so and so. And they're like, fuck you, I will. And then they go do it, and then they wrestle, and like somebody's not cool about it because he's not as drunk as the other guy. He's like, what the fuck, bro? And then they just wrestle, and then by the end of it, they're all just everybody's
Sweaty and
laughing,
tired.
it's just like, ha.
One of the most shared videos in our group chat is me and my buddy were wrestling, and he's in much better shape than me. So after a while, I just gave up because I got tired.
Stamina
And
again.
he mounted me and spanked me on the ass.
Shouldn't have been tired.
I was fucking tired.
That's what
What are you gonna
happens.
do? But
That's
you know
what
what?
happens.
It's just
Gassed
guys being
you out.
dudes. Now, see, if I had
Just guy stuff.
Cardi Bro to go to,
You could burn that up.
I wouldn't be so tired next time we wrestle.
You could work that up. I like that. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
just a place for guys to wrestle dudes. That's the logo
good
or
idea.
the slogan. Don't question it.
I also think there should be a gym that's just basically like a Frogger. Like the game Frogger, where it's like the only thing in the gym is like it's got, I don't know if they're like foam pits or whatever.
Like just like hanging foam
but like
blocks.
those like foam logs though.
Fucking,
And you just gotta jump across it and try to like not get hit. Or was it Frogger? Yeah, there's alligators on some of them.
Yeah,
Yeah. But like there's stuff that just comes and knocks you down.
I would love that. And at the end, it's a ball pit, so you're just trying to sprint through and dive
Yeah.
into the ball pit. Midair, your legs get taken out. You get helicoptered.
Yeah, just make that like half of a tumbling gym that's like a struggling like tumbling or cheerleading gym. Be like, hey, you want to make some more rent? I would like to take half of this gym, and if we could put a foam pit right here, and I could put my fake logs here, and these fake alligators that knock people over, that would be great.
Hey, are you the dad that was forced to come to gymnastics and drop off your 5-year-old
Go over
and sit
there.
here for 3 hours while they learn to do a roll? Play Frogger over here.
Yeah, yeah. I did have a buddy though that went. He took his daughter to a trampoline park birthday. I don't know what it was called. There's a bunch of those the jump parks, and he broke his ankle.
Yeah,
jumping.
It's
one of those.
I'm pretty sure
I don't play pickup basketball.
I think like 5 years ago I made the decision. I was like, I think I'm just out on trampolines now.
Stuff where you're jumping a lot. Maybe don't do that.
I don't need a chance. Like I already put a lot of stress on my CLs, whether it be the A or the M.
Yes.
Or the L.
All the CLs.
I don't need to spring them at the same time.
Like LeBron, that's why Pat couldn't go to the Met Gala this year because he was worried about the CLs.
I was gonna wear this.
Oh, you look great. You look great. You got a little washcloth on the shoulder.
Yeah. That would be great to get invited to the Met Gala and you just show up in like jeans and a t-shirt.
So like what I'm really symbolizing is the everyday struggle that like the everyday American worker is going through because of these healthcare corporations. Because of like, like they can't afford, like I know that like you, Joe Burrow, you can wear this nice Gucci suit. All right. I know Sabrina Carpenter, you can wear this gorgeous dress that costs a bunch of money. Insert everybody else who's there, but like the everyday man, like they can't afford those things. And that's who I am here representing. And all you have to do is have some weird, dumb like explanation for like why you're doing that.
You can't come in wearing Walmart shirt and jeans. I'm like, well, actually the jeans are Gucci, the shirt is Hermes, and the shoes are Louis Vuitton. And they're like, oh, so your outfit costs $900. Now you can come in. Now it's fashion instead of just clothes.
I would just go dressed as Zorro.
As what?
Zorro.
Like I would go dressed as the Hamburglar and just try and cause chaos inside.
Well, Zorro is basically just the Hamburglar.
Yeah, but I have stripes.
He's like the McDonald's Zorro.
But you're good. So you'd be trying to stop me.
Zorro is the Mexican Hamburglar, and Hamburglar is the McDonald's Zorro.
He's the ham tortler.
Yes. What would you guys have? What would you have, Robert? Excuse me. Pat already went.
I said, what are you talking about? I just gave you a business idea, man.
So I know you guys talked a little bit about the Kentucky Derby last week, but something that
you listened.
Did you ask us if we won any money on the Kentucky Derby? Ask us.
So last week I heard that
you want to ask us.
That's fucking rude.
This guy.
Did you guys win any money?
Yeah, dude.
We sure did. We won money on the first race and the last race.
You won.
Oh, you're right.
I lost on like the first.
Pat
4.
wasn't there yet.
I made it up though. I've since lost it all back again.
Back to you, Robert. I'm
so
sorry.
Apparently, like all of the horses were descendants of Secretariat.
Yeah, Secretariat's like Genghis Khan for horses.
Yeah, and it got me thinking of like there have been like a sheep that's been cloned, right?
Dolly.
If they clone Secretariat, would that be an interesting race?
Yes.
Or would it be boring?
Depends on if he's like Secretariat. Like, I don't know. You can clone him, but the clone doesn't always have the same mindset, Like Secretariat, from what I know, and that's exclusively based on a movie and several things I've read, was like a grinder, bro. Like, bro was a fucking hustler. Big Red was addicted to the hustle. He was addicted to the hustle. He was like Sham, who was also one of the greatest horses of all time, who, if you look at it, I think Sham and Secretariat have like 2 of the top 5 Derby times of all time. They used to also pack the dirt a little bit more than they do now, so it's a slower track. But Secretariat was fucking just a massive ass horse. And fucking dedicated to winning. Like, that was all he cared about. I don't think a lot of these horses, they're saying that Sovereignty may not even race in the Preakness.
He's not. He's out.
100%.
100%.
I saw that was a rumor that he could be. It's like, why you
skipping the Preakness?
Don't we want the?
They might not even go in the Belmont.
Why? What is the point of this? If you should be required to, unless the horse is hurt.
Yeah.
You should
At which
have
point
to run.
you
Like,
have
why?
to kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fair. You can't just breed that now.
You pump a couple
can't.
loads out of it, and then you put a bullet in its head.
And if you pay like so we bought the bet card, like the daily racing form that has like all the info about each race, and one of the things on it shows like what the stud fee was for like to have that horse bred, and there's like some of them were $6,000 and some of them were like $418,000. So it was a wide varying range, and it's like you should immediately just like you don't get a stud fee. You don't get a stud fee because like if you're paying $150,000 for a fucking Kentucky Derby winning horse, and that horse didn't run in the Preakness or the Belmont, it's like that horse is running scared. That horse is a coward. Those are coward genes you're getting.
That horse has no balls.
Well, he does, or else he couldn't breed.
That trainer has no balls.
Trainer had no balls. Owner has no balls. Bullshit is what it is.
Yeah, no,
you know what?
Right. If not for
I
injury,
don't
you
regret
should
betting
have to keep
sovereignty,
racing.
but I'm mad that I did bet sovereignty because I would have rather bet someone else. I think they should take away the win. But I
as
still
long
get
as they
my
don't
money.
take away the
I still keep my
winnings.
money.
They can take away the win, just not the winnings.
But yeah, that's bullshit. But I don't know. I don't know if like cloning makes like you have similar traits.
Yeah.
You have similar stuff, but like you can't clone a personality 100%, can you?
Also, there has been rumors that Secretariat was doped up. So maybe if we brought the clone back, we would just see, oh, no, he wasn't that good. He was just hopped up on every steroid that they had in the 1920s. Or 30s, whenever the hell Secretariat was.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly even 40s. I can keep going, maybe the 50s.
Possibly even the 60s.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably still kick fucking ass. Horse, as we just went over, horses are softer now. They couldn't
Yeah.
handle his shit.
But like all of them were close. I don't know how many horses are in the one race.
Secretary-
They were all
was-
close because
all
they're
of them
soft.
are-
Secretariat would have blown them out of the water.
All of them are Secretariat clones.
Secretary was
Sovereignty
the
is the LeBron
1973
James.
Triple Crown winner.
God damn it. I was way off.
Way off.
I said the 60s was too far. I was still a decade
Yeah.
away. But yeah, no, Sovereignty is the LeBron James of horses to the Michael Jordan of Secretariat.
Fuck, dude, that pisses me off, man.
Like,
a lot of
hey,
people
by
don't
the
give
way,
a fuck about
the
horse
first
racing.
leg of the Triple Crown is over. There will be no second. We're not even going to try. So that's like one of the most exciting things in sports every year is when a horse can win the first two and you're going into there's nothing now.
We were Big Brown.
There's no race.
I think we might have just graduated, but Big Brown was like won the first two. Fucking massive ass horse. Didn't get it done in the Belmont.
Too big.
But like,
Too long of a
dude,
race.
you ride with those. Like whoever wins this first, if any horse wins 1 and 2, like you're like, let's go. Everybody's in on it. I want to see that. And it used to be like it hadn't happened in so long. Now it's kind of happened a couple times recently. American Pharoah fucking rocked.
Honestly, it's to the point I might have to start rooting for the Japanese horses.
No.
They race with honor
Pearl Harbor, dude.
and integrity.
Pearl Harbor.
They're not going to pull out for the
Pearl
second
Harbor.
race.
Those horses
Yeah,
ran themselves into another horse's barn.
You know what? We
during
tagged
Pearl
them back
Harbor.
for Pearl Harbor, and I'm pretty sure they've forgiven us. So I think it's time to forgive them.
That was a retaliation. That's not.
It's true. But we retaliated twice.
Well, it was like, don't fuck with us. Stop. Hey, don't. And that was what
And they stopped.
Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
And now
were.
you know what? They've given us baseball players. Now they're giving us horse races. Japan's finally figured it out.
And didn't we win the most recent World Baseball Classic?
Did we, or did Puerto Rico win?
That's us too.
I don't know. I don't remember.
If an American territory won, that counts as us.
Okay, fair enough.
So I always think it's weird.
Did Japan win? Because Japan beat us, right? Because it was Trout versus Otani on the mound. Right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Fuck.
We lost to
Yeah, Japan won.
yeah.
Okay, well then I take that back.
I don't know.
You know what? Olympics, we beat them in that. So
All I
suck
know
it,
is, you know
Japan.
what? I've yet to see a Japanese horse that won the Kentucky Derby and
Yeah.
then did not race in the second one.
Exactly.
Preakness, Belmont, Preakness. that's
But
it.
gotta win enough. I don't know. Fuck that shit, dude. That's pissing me off.
Society's just soft nowadays.
I think Secretariat's clone would still be a kick-ass horse. We don't know how much heart it would have.
yeah, it might like die young, but because it's got a clone heart that doesn't work properly. But those first 3 years, I
Yeah.
think it'd be okay.
It's a great question, Robert. This is a solid
Clones.
start to the pod, I think. Solid start, everybody. Let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment where we tell you what's back in the news according to us this week. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Also, if you wanted to advertise on Past Gravy Podcast, please hit us up at Past Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Don't DM Pat because Pat won't really know what to do. But slide into me or Robert or the podcast accounts DMs, and we would love to give you rates. We're very, very friendly when it comes to rates. And if you'd like to speak for the podcast, we got a whole gravy gang that we would love to put onto your product. Pretty good product pushers, all right? That's what I'm saying. We're pushing that P.
We push the P.
Pushing that P. I just was saying that because I noticed we don't have any ads this week, which sucks. Moms are their first comeback kid this week. Shout out to the moms.
Shout out, Mama. If you're listening, I love you.
Shout out, Mom. I love you too. And Emma. Emma, also first time mom.
That's right. Shout out, Emma.
Emma went from being like not a mom to now a mom with another one on the way. Like
That sucks. You got about 2 presents this year?
I already got it done though.
Good. You did buy your present
done.
already. I bought mine yesterday.
Presents.
I bought my mom.
Presents.
I don't know if
do
she's
a big
listening.
first one. I know my wife's not listening.
My mom might be listening. She probably won't be listening on time. I got her a present that I'm kind of hoping will make her piss her pants. It's like it's like a shortcake, but like when you open the box, it like kind of blows open.
Pat's mom, if you're listening, earmuffs.
Yeah. And like things fly out of the box. So I'm kind of hoping I get a call like, yeah, good job, dickhead. Mom pissed her pants because it surprised her. I'm like,
my brother and I always try and outdo each other with cards for my mom. Like
that's a good strategy. We're like, we're not breaking the bank. We're just gonna go cards.
Yeah, we usually like, what are you getting, mom? And then we give each other like what we're gonna get her, so we can even that out. And then
Just do a card and just put $100.
But like
in
our card, no, and it's not that. It's like the card has to outdo the other one. And like I got her this like really big card. Like my brother got her a big card that he ordered one time, and then I bought like 4 pieces of poster board and stapled them together, and then made a giant card, and then wrote on the entire inside of it, and like filled it all out with a bunch of like sweet stuff.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love
No,
you.
it was really long. It took a long time to fill it out, but it was all like cool stuff. And then we've just been trying to like top each other like that after that. And I wanted to get her a billboard this year, but turns out those are very expensive.
No, you're just gonna go out into a rural area. You know, one that she's not
like
gonna
where
see.
she's not gonna see it. Then I could just Photoshop a bill, like a fake one.
That too. Mom, I bought you this billboard in Luling. Don't go try and see it.
Yeah. So that's what I usually do with my mom, which is I feel like a better way to like. It's like, this is how we love you. We're fighting over you. Instead of like, my mom's not material, like a material person. She's like, I just want to hang out with you guys. I'll cook you something. We're like, stop fucking cooking. You're not cooking. You're not fucking cooking.
I assume my other sister is gonna get her something. I don't know if my brother or second sister will. So I could win this year. I never win.
Yeah, you got to win.
I never win.
It's a big, like when you win Mother's Day, like that is, I would say, the most important one to win.
I
If you're
almost
tight with
went
your mom.
with like the
If not, then unless
Larry's
there's like a real reason why,
berries.
fuck you.
because I'm not giving the free shout out to the actual berry company.
Yep.
I almost did that, but I was like, I'm pretty sure every year that I've bought these chocolates covered strawberries for my mom, my brother, and dad just end up eating them.
Yeah, and it's like, who did I get these for?
Right.
You can't get mad that she didn't want to eat them, so someone else ate them because it would have gone to waste.
Maybe that's what I should get my dad. I never know what to get my dad. I should just get him chocolate covered strawberries.
That's also why, like, at least in my the people in my life, the women in my life, my mom, mother-in-law, my wife, like, they don't give a fuck about stuffed animals. I know some people like hold stuffed animals and like, oh, this is a really cute bear. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna keep it here forever. Like, it's a dog toy if I get that. So whenever you're ordering the flowers, and it's like, hey, for just $40 more, we could put this cool teddy bear holding a heart in there with a personalized letter. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
We're not.
this one
doing
it had like for an extra 40 or whatever it was, I think it was like $30. I could add 4 pictures into the box that when it falls open, they're on the inside. And I was like, the whole fucking thing was only $50. You're trying to almost 50% upcharge me for some pictures? Get the fuck out of here.
That's where they get you.
Also, don't know if I have 4 pictures of me and my mom together.
Yeah,
Not anywhere online that I can upload.
yeah, you don't take any pictures. Ever.
I don't.
Other people take pictures of you occasionally, but I've learned that trying to put the Gravy Day photos together because I always try and get pictures of us. Robert at least has Sam post pictures of him sometimes, so I can snag and stockpile some of those.
Not this guy.
Have not had a picture since like that wasn't taken probably by Robert or whoever took photos for us at a Gravy event. Probably since like 2013.
I was gonna say the last picture of me and my mom together, there's a decent chance that it's from like 18 years ago.
Yeah.
At like a cousin's wedding.
You need to start taking more pictures, buddy. That should be a new
Where
resolution.
am I gonna?
You have a phone. You have social
You
media.
just want me taking
Post it on
selfies out
that.
here?
Well, when you're doing a cool event,
Fucking moving silence, man. I got too many ops out here.
I gotta get the ops.
I don't know. That was like vaguely Australian and British
It was
at the
like
same
it was
time.
like a British rapper.
Man's not hot.
Boom ba da boom 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 ba doom ba boom.
Party till I die.
But yeah, shout out to the moms.
We love you.
Tell your moms you love them.
Shout out to the moms and shout out to the MILFs. What's up?
Yeah, the MILFs. Who's your go-to?
Brandy Love.
I like Sherry DeVille because I met her. She was cool.
They're too big. Too unnatural
Yeah.
for me.
And Vibes with Molly's pretty cool.
I don't know that one.
Look her up. Look her up. She's cool. Like not now, later.
All right. Sure, you don't want me looking up porn on your company Wi-Fi? Okay. Prude.
You probably wouldn't be the first person to.
Probably
Probably
for
wouldn't
sure.
be the first person to. Robert's here. Robert definitely has. He just doesn't talk about it. Also back this week is Alcatraz.
The Rock.
The Rock. Winners fuck the prom queen.
I married the prom queen.
Yeah, so Trump's bringing it back.
I fucking hope so. Now, I will be disappointed that I can't go visit anymore, even though I haven't and weren't.
I don't know if
going
you've
to.
seen like pictures of Alcatraz, but it's like,
Dilapidated.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense to redo it.
Well, they're going to rebuild it
Why though?
because we're going to make Alcatraz great again.
Aren't we like cutting every part of the government and all kinds of jobs to save money? Like, why would we then spend way more money than we need to just build a super prison when you could just build a super prison that's on land that won't dilapidate faster, that won't have to have everything boated in and out, that won't have like it's a terrible idea.
Because it's sick. What do you mean?
It's sick, but like keep it for like tours. Like, yo, this is where Al Capone stayed.
Or they can be like, hey, you know that famous guy that got arrested? He's getting diddled over there right now on that island.
Do you know they never did any executions at Alcatraz?
I know. That's wild.
Wild.
Fucking California.
California, man. Fucking
They
unions.
had a Birdman there.
Birdman
Just, like,
of
collected
Alcatraz. Jim Quillen.
Also, yeah. So, I mean, I'm down for this. For years I was down with reopening the Astrodome as a stadium. They couldn't get that done. Why not try Alcatraz?
What if you just made the Astrodome a jail?
I will. That's not a bad idea. It's not bad. Make the prisoners play baseball.
Yeah. In the off season,
Ricky Vaughn came from the California Penal League.
you could have daytime baseball all the time, and it's just prison baseball. So you could bet that.
Like,
Instead-
oh shit, he's not dropping the bat on the way to first. Oh
yeah.
shit.
And then like if you set like a home run record, you free.
I like that.
You can kind of play for your freedom.
You throw a perfect game, you're free.
And it's like it's not the best conditions. Like you could fix it up, obviously, but like you don't have to make it perfect because it's prison.
I'd like that. I will say this though: if this prison redoing Alcatraz into a
You have to
prison,
like try
if it
out
doesn't
for the
work,
Astrodome prison.
if it doesn't work, they need to turn it into a skate park finally, like in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or 3.
That'd be
whichever one it
cool.
was. I remember skating Alcatraz and it was fucking sick. I wanna
Alcatraz
see-
would be sick as a skate park.
I want to see Ryan Sheckler do that now, even though he's too old now and can't skateboard either.
Maybe he's got a kid. They could.
He's the most recent skateboarder. Bam skating again. Bam Margera. Let him go skate Alcatraz.
Better than that than drugs.
There's no drugs on Alcatraz
Yet.
because it's prison. And prisons never have drugs.
That's true. You can't get him in.
Can't get him in.
Can't get him in. Everybody says that.
You definitely can't bring him in with a bag
It's,
filled with
it's
salami. and
illegal
other
to
stuff.
bring him in. Nobody can do that.
Can't keister all the way through the water.
But that would be sick. They're like, fuck, dude. Astrodome prison tryouts are today at all the other prisons, and like you gotta like, man, how can this guy hit a curve? What's he in for? Double murder. All right, but can he hit a fucking curveball? He sure as shit can, dude. Every like MLB player that goes to jail, it's gonna just be the longest yard, but with baseball.
Would be even sicker though. You're like, dude, you hear what happened to Mikey? What? Got drunk in San Francisco and punched a cop. They're sending him to Alcatraz.
Yeah, like when John Rocker eventually gets arrested for whatever he's gonna do.
It's
like,
only a matter
he-
of time.
Just ship him to Astrodome prison.
Or Lenny Dykstra.
Oh, is he dead?
He fucking
No,
might be.
He might not be dead. I don't know if he's dead or not. Pete Rose is dead. They're kind of the same guy. Post baseball.
Kind of. Actually,
Post-baseball, at
I almost get mad at that. Like, don't do that to people. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough. I'm fully on board. I don't understand why you're not. Alcatraz is cool. Why not reopen
It's
it?
just going to cost too much money. And it'd be cool.
Yeah, but everything costs money in California, so it's just regular.
But you don't want people to brag about being able to do a stint in Alcatraz.
I think what he's planning on doing is he's just going to then take all of the homeless and be like, you're all illegal, get on the island. That's what he's going to clean up San Francisco by just putting all the homeless in Alcatraz. And then guess what? Then you can't see all the human poop in the streets because it's all the way on the island.
Well, then where do they go? They can't get off.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I don't know about that.
Dude,
Alcatraz
we're giving them 3 hots and a cot.
But we wouldn't be.
Yeah, we would. We're rebuilding Alcatraz to then just put them there. We're
I
not
don't
just
think we'd
dumping
really
them all.
rebuild it.
Also,
There's like lead-based paint that they can't have there. There's all kinds of bad shit that they can't have.
Okay, what about if we do this? Don't rebuild Alcatraz. Still round up all the homeless in San Francisco. Put them on the island. Survivor. Homeless edition.
I would watch that show.
I would watch the shit out of that
I'd
show.
watch that show.
They'd probably build some sick-ass encampments.
They would be. Yeah. Give them a couple tents. See what they can do. Like your reward
Eventually
for
they form
challenges is
factions.
tents.
They start warring. We just turn Alcatraz into like a little mini society for homeless and watch how they still revert to war. Because that's what we do as humans.
Alcatraz is one of those things where it's just like a modern marvel. You're like, they just put people in prison on an island. Yeah, dude. And then people got out
That's
at one
such
point.
a sick early America thing. What did you do? Well, there was an island, so we built a prison on it.
I think it was a military prison initially, and then they were just like, what if we just made it a regular
I think it was
prison?
like Civil War or some shit, like way back then.
Yeah.
Probably
like,
not that far because,
And then Native Americans took over it. Indigenous peoples took over it.
And then the Cowboys came in
protest.
and took it from them. That was the war of the Cowboys and Indians.
Yeah, that's how that happened. It was all in Alcatraz. A lot of people don't know that. And then I think it did a stint in Verdansk, I want to say.
For a minute. Yeah.
In Verdansk,
Cup
that
of
was
coffee.
basically what it was. And then
That was actually Rebirth Island.
Rebirth, that's what I meant, obviously. I did a couple tours into Verdansk as well, but Rebirth Island was sick. Yeah, shout out to Alcatraz, though.
I love how that was the part of the podcast where we just trail off of a topic until like one person's left listening.
When I can tell Robert's out of it. Like, right, Robert's not.
Robert's phone is dead. He's just acting like he's looking at it to stop
his
listening
phone's been
to
dead
us.
the whole time.
Just staring at a black screen. Maybe if I look at
He's
it,
just
it'll
looking
turn
at his
on.
own reflection because he's so hot.
We'll just move on.
With his haircut, he's like, I look good.
All right, last comeback kid that I got at least is fashion, because the Met Gala was this week, and again, I don't know what it's for.
I didn't see a single thing from it this
it's
year.
for
It was
charity.
awesome.
Sabrina Carpenter looked really hot. Joe Burrow was there.
Normally, but like I'll just see on my timeline, I'll see people's pictures from it. My algorithm has finally got to the point they don't even show me that shit anymore. It's awesome. I completely missed it. Somebody could have fallen, wouldn't even know.
Rihanna is pregnant again. She showed up with her baby
Ooh.
belly.
All right.
Shout out to Emma for not making a big show about it, So, you got a real one. And then somebody had like Rosa Parks underwear. Like Rosa Parks panties, and they were like, yeah, do you see what this means? It's talking about culture, and I was like, how do you know they're Rosa Parks panties? And like, well, they told him to put them back, and she didn't.
At the Met Gala.
Yeah, she refused to put them back when they said to. She's like, they're
Put
gonna
'em
be up
back
here right
where?
in the front.
Well, so like they had Rosa Parks panties on display at the Met Gala?
No, she was wearing Rosa Parks panties. The lady that was doing it.
So who was telling her to put them back?
It was a Rosa Parks joke. They're saying to go to the back,
Oh.
put them back.
I was that's why I looked
It
from
wasn't
the
a good
beginning, I was
Rosa
like,
Parks joke.
I was like, none of this is making sense to me. Who
wasn't
stole her panties?
It wasn't a good joke, all right, Pat? They're not all gonna be winners. I'm just trying shit out, man.
I was like, what kind
I'm
of
trying
a
shit out.
fucking
Sometimes
Darren
sometimes they don't.
perv?
Maybe somebody watching or listening, watch us on youtube.com/PassGreat Podcast. Well, maybe they're chuckling.
That's how dumb the Met Gala is that I actually thought somebody would have worn Rosa Parks fucking panties and been like, it's fashion.
Yeah. So Met Gala. LeBron didn't go because
No, that part is true.
They did wear.
They did.
She did wear Rosa Parks panties.
She had multiple faces on the underwear, and Rosa Parks' face.
I'm wearing Adolf Eichmann's t-shirt. How about that?
Rosa Parks' face just landed like right on her vagina.
I don't fucking believe either one of you now.
No, it's true. I keep hearing it as Blackpink's Lisa. I don't know if that's her name or what Blackpink is. I don't know if that's a band or something.
I think Blackpink is a K-pop band. Actually, I don't know why I know that. And I think she's supposed to be like the hottest one of them, or like
She was in White Lotus.
So
She
she is
season 3 of the White Lotus.
I think she is basically the Justin Timberlake of that group.
She's the teeth girl.
She's the Asian that Gatok was into. I forgot her name.
The security guard guy was?
Yeah. I forgot her name in the show. But I think that's her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I saw it. I forgot all those people. I barely remember those people's names during the show.
Uh-huh.
I don't like.
It's like Moon.
I don't see Rosa Parks' face on that. It's got like pearls on it.
Also, you're fucking Asian. What are you doing wearing a Rosa Parks
hey,
panties?
man, it's to fight against racism, dude. She was being brave.
You know what? Next year for Black History Month, I'm going to put a picture of Nelson Mandela right on my cock for the month. That should really honor it. How would it, like, in what world are you like, I'm going to honor Rosa Parks. How are you going to do it? I'm going to put her face on my
the
pussy.
clip of you talking about that's going to do numbies.
Yeah.
You might also get in trouble, but numbies.
How do you celebrate Black History Month? Well, I take important black figures, and I put them on my underwear.
Where I fart
They'd
on
be
them.
like, I feel like somehow you better be putting them on the front.
Yeah.
It's somehow less bad.
I don't know. Fashion's back, dude. And fuck yeah.
Stupid
Fashion.
fucking Met Gala.
Fashion, baby. Anybody else have any comeback
Mook.
kids?
That was her name.
Mook.
I said
Yeah.
Moon. It was Mook.
That's a little too close.
You're close.
That's a little too close to make that an Asian character's name in a TV show.
What do you mean?
Sounds like it could get pretty confusing for some people.
I don't know. I'm not prejudiced, so I don't know a bunch of slurs and stuff. Pat does.
I'm sorry, I grew up in a fucking suburb, man. You learn slurs. I don't know what to tell you.
I grew up in the same suburb as you.
And I know you know the slurs.
Nope, not all of them. Not as many as you do, I guess.
I'll fill you in after the pod.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Robert, you want to hear some?
Nope.
Nope. I'm okay.
Nope.
I'm okay.
We're good on that. Hey, we don't want to get in any more trouble with YouTube.
You're being
We've
a real
already been
fucking
in.
mook right now. You know that?
Let's move on and do our final mock draft of the season, perhaps. Our final mock draft of the season. We have pushed it back 2 times because Robert doesn't like to
I'm
show
gonna
up
get
all the
fucking
time.
arrested.
And our mock draft 2 weeks ago was the mock draft of jersey numbers. We did recap it on last week's podcast, but if you forgot, our mock draft of jersey numbers, Robert won, securing his safety from having to either raise chickens at his house or grab a cop's gun. Robert had 48% of the vote. I had 33% in second place, and Pat was in third with 19% of the vote. So Robert has 5 wins in the season. I have 3. Pat has 2. And the last place person has to do the punishment. Mm-hmm. This week's draft order will be a reverse of that last mock draft we did. So it'll be Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, since it's a snake draft. And we will have voting open at 3 o'clock Central Time on Thursday on @PassGrayPod on our X page on X, and we'll post them everywhere. But X is where the voting goes down, so make sure to vote there. And we will end the voting at 5 p.m. Central Time on Friday, the 9th. We were trying to figure out something that was just kind of wide open, where there was no definite answer. And I thought, since mock draft is kind of like we're in summer now, let's just do a mock draft of summer. That's just summer things, things that are cool about summer, things that make you think about summer. They're very wide open. Could go a lot of different ways. Leaves it to where we could absolutely get fucked depending on how we go, and also 2 votes veto whatever the picks are if it's an iffy pick. Not that I don't really know any that would.
I don't know how you could fucking pick something that we would both be like, dude, that's so not
Right.
summer. We don't want you to have it.
Yeah, unless you
This is a pivotal game though.
said
so.
snow.
Winter.
Yeah.
Winter's the best part about summer.
All right. So again, it's gonna go Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, me, Robert, me, Pat, in a snake draft. Pat, the mock draft of summer to hopefully wrap up mock draft season. You got to pick 1-1. What you got?
1-1. My favorite part about summer. Fucking barbecue, dude. Just having a barbecue, man. backyard barbecue, party, everyone's out, you're eating, you're drinking. That's summer in a fucking nutshell.
A backyard barbecue is what you want?
That's probably the way to put it, backyard barbecue. That way, I'm not just talking about the food, I'm talking about the party, baby. Everybody hanging out. There's usually a pool. Even if not, it's just a good time.
Backyard barbecues. All right, solid 1-1. So I had no, I was glad that I didn't have 1-1 on this because
There's like so many ways.
You could
to
have
go
gone
with it.
so many different ways. You could. What happened there? There we go. You could have gone so many different ways. All right, I'm gonna go 4th of July. Kick-ass part.
It's kind of just a barbecue, but okay.
But it's got fireworks.
But mine also includes 4th of July because that's a barbecue, bitch.
But 4th of July is like my favorite holiday, so it's also America.
That's what I was
Joey
gonna go.
Chestnut.
That's what I was thinking
So-
initially, but I was like, I think I can wrap this into.
So yeah,
all parties.
I'm gonna go 4th of July. Robert, you got 2 here.
I got 2 here. I'm gonna go with no school.
Fuck.
I thought that might fall back to me, but it's a really good
Fuck.
pick.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking that 1-1, but also I haven't had school in a while, so.
I'm gonna go no school, and I'm gonna go with pools, swimming.
Going to the pool.
Yeah.
Going to the pool. It's a very good pick. Kind of also part of my barbecue. I've got that also. Keep that in mind when you're
Barbecues.
voting.
I mean, these can all like encapsulate things, but yours is backyard barbecues.
Yeah.
That encapsulate the 4th of July and swimming.
I am gonna go with baseball. Baseball.
Come.
Baseball is like the only thing going on in the summer,
It ends in the winter.
right? But like it's baseball season. Is
Throwing
when it's
daggers
just
at every one of
baseball.
your fucking
It's
picks
when
right
it
now,
is just
man.
baseball.
I'm backed against the wall right now.
Summer ball, baby.
Summer ball, okay.
You got 2 here, Pat.
I will go with summer concerts.
Summer.
Always better in the summer. And let's just say vacation.
Vacation.
Even once you're out of school and there's no school for the summer, a lot of times summer is when you get to finally go, all right, also fuck you, no work.
Yeah.
Taking some time off.
I'm gonna go chicks in bikinis.
I was hoping I could get bikinis in the third
Chicks
round.
in bikinis.
Oh, I mean the 4th round, sorry, not the third. No, very good, very good.
I mean, it's not a horny pick. It's just like
No,
that's-
it is, and it's
That's
completely
a super cool part of summer.
Dude,
Super cool part of summer.
tits are awesome.
Just women are awesome in general.
But also,
I respect- so I can respect them.
you're not thinking about gay men with that pick, so it's pretty
So I can
fucking
respect them.
exclusionary. So I wouldn't vote for you.
All right, Robert, wrap your picks up here. You got 2.
All right. I'm gonna go with ice cream.
Fuck.
Ice cream, good.
That's good. I had that on my
I
list.
eat it year round, but okay.
Yeah.
But it's like there's nothing better than a hot summer day getting an ice cream.
And I'm gonna go with wearing shorts. No more pants. Get out of here, pants. We don't like pants.
I like that. It's a good pick. Solid picks, Robert.
Get out of here, pants.
I'm wearing pants today, and I hate it.
I am gonna
Take them
go
off.
with going to the beach. Going to the beach. It's gonna be my last pick. And
Going to
then
the beach, good.
Pat, wrap it up. Last pick of our mock draft of summer.
I too also like staring at the ladies. Sometimes it's not about how little they're wearing. I'm going to go with sundresses.
I had sundresses on mine too.
Sundresses are dude. When sundress season hits, you're just like,
Yeah.
you
When them cheeks in that sundress or whatever that meme is.
little gust of wind pokes
Yeah.
up just a little bit in the back.
You're like, I'm not trying to be a perv, but like you're just like, what if? What if?
I love sundresses.
Yeah. All right, that's our mock draft of summer. Let's recap it, and then we'll get into honorable mentions. Pat had his mock draft of summer. He had backyard barbecues, summer concerts, vacation, and sundresses. I had 4th of July, baseball, chicks in bikinis, and going to the beach. And Robert had no school, going to the pool, ice cream, and wearing shorts. This is going to be a tough one. I don't really know where this is going to go. These were all solid picks. You guys both took stuff that I would have also taken as well.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be an interesting pick. Again, on X at Past Grade Pod. We're gonna post this on
It'd be
Thursday.
a real shame if I won. We had to have one more next week as an emergency runoff to figure out the tie between me and you.
But that's not why you should
Real
be voting.
shame.
You shouldn't be voting.
Be a
like
real
that. You
shame
shouldn't
if
be
that
voting based
happened.
on that. might just vote Robert to see if Robert wins. And then I don't care if I win this one. Just don't let Pat win. All right. And then Robert had. I already said Robert's.
Give me
Okay.
your damn endorsement, Alex.
So
Robert.
Thursday, May 8th, I will post the graphic where you can vote on our X at PassGrayPod at 3 o'clock Central Time. That's going to go until 5 o'clock Central Time on May the 9th, Friday. Let's get into the honorable mentions before we move on. I had bonfires. That was a good one. I had festivals that you took outdoor concerts, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
I didn't want to take that. It's almost football season.
It's almost football season.
That was another
That's a
cool part of
really
summer.
good one.
We're like, hey, this is the last thing before football season. After
That's a
this,
really good
football
one.
season.
What was it? Picnics,
Summer camps.
blue bonnets, pictures.
It was very specific to Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
I had longer days, watermelon, and
Ooh.
boys of summer.
Fuck yeah, watermelon.
But Boys of Summer I had on mine too. I also had Summertime by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Summertime.
And then Summer from Calvin Harris. When I met you in the summer. That song fucking slaps. And then Summer Girls, who can forget LFO? I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Take them if I had one wish. What else did I have? That was, I guess warm weather was I had to, but
Summer sausage.
road trips, that's kind of vacations.
Summer sausage is good.
Summer Sanders.
Summer sangria.
Ooh, sangria. I'm not a big sangria guy. I don't mind sangria, but I'm never like, yo, boys, let's hit some sangria.
Yeah, when you're in the mood for it.
If somebody shows up to the barbecue with some sangria, I'm absolutely partaking in that. Also, like a little rosé at the pool. A little.
I was really
when
hoping
it's nice and warm weather and somebody can hop in with some rosé. I like that.
I was really hoping after I took barbecue, Robert was going to be like, I'll take a carne asada. He says, fuck, he took Latin barbecue. God damn it. Fuck.
You just take the Latin version of
Fuck,
whatever
they
you
party
take.
so much harder.
NBA, NHL playoffs was also on.
Playoffs,
but
great, yeah.
that's also kind of before summer, too. I guess it starts right in the summer. But
Ice cream truck.
ice cream truck, but he already took ice cream, so that would have been tough. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to see how this one pans out unless I lose. So vote for me, please.
Be a real shame.
All right, moving
I hate
on.
to see it happen.
Let's get ready to tell you what's not cool this week. There's everything. This is our vent sesh. This is where we just bitch about whatever's going on, and like maybe people that aren't watching the YouTube enough, go ahead and us up on YouTube. That would be a good not cool to fix. You could go fix that by just go watching our YouTube. If you're listening to us, I appreciate you. If you're watching us, go hit the play on the audio version as well. But youtube.com/PassGrade Podcast, or just search PassGrade Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Share us with a friend. Go comment your favorite summer activities on the comments. Let's get to 250. Spam the comments. We're really trying to. It helps us pop up higher, and other people can find us. Get your friends to subscribe. Go to the phone store and just go to the YouTube app and subscribe on all of those phones too, just to help us out. Make sure you like, hey buddy, you got your YouTube on your phone? Let me see that. I want to look something up, and then just go subscribe to our podcast if they haven't already. Share us with friends. That's the best way to help the podcast grow. But we do podcast every episode of Pass the Gravy, so go and give us a follow there. Our not cools can be, if you stub your toe, that's the not cool. If you get run over by a bus, also a not cool. There's varying degrees of not cool. If you'd like to submit yours, I will pick some of the best ones each week. At PassGrayPod on X, make sure you use the hashtag PTGNotCool with your submission. At PassGrayPod, hashtag PTGNotCool. This is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right. Our first not cool is from Sebastian Viescas. Good to hear back from you again, buddy. He's at Carbalock23 on X, and he says his not cool is GTA 6's release date being pushed back a whole year.
It's unacceptable at this point. You've already pushed it back like 7 times. You've had 13 years to finish the fucking game.
I was mad, and then they put like yesterday was a random Tuesday, and they just dropped a trailer, and I was like, fuck, that looks so cool.
And it's like
It looks like a movie.
it's not even like they pushed it back 2 months. They're like, oh yeah, we know we said this summer.
It's May.
It's actually next summer. Next summer.
It was supposed to be this December.
Jesus.
Like Christmas.
Well,
is
yeah,
when we could
it
do
was, and then it was Christmas, and now it's like, you guys are real fucking dirtbags for this. You know that?
But like, they're just keep telling yourself, yeah, I want to play it.
And at least Rockstar is known. They don't finish or they don't release games that are like unfinished and
Like
have
the
bugs
last
and
one-
shit like that.
The last one
They
that I
actually
played,
release it ready to play.
I don't remember what their last one may have, like it may not be
Red Dead 2?
Red Dead. Was that what it
Yeah.
was? Like that was the last one I played, and that was one of the most incredible video games ever.
In my opinion, it's the greatest single player video game of all time. I don't think anything touches Red Dead.
Yeah,
For
Red
that.
Dead fucking slaps, man. So just know that like it's gonna be worth the wait, no matter
It
how long.
is.
We hate the wait. We absolutely hate the wait. But like, yeah, you can post the memes like, oh yeah, so and so went to school, graduated school, went to college, graduated college, got a bachelor, got a master's degree, and GTA 6 still hasn't come out yet. It's like, yeah, I get that. This podcast was started on Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and they still have not released GTA 6, and we've got 11 years of this podcast.
Dear God.
But GTA 5 still fucking rocks.
Yeah, and the graphics in it are still good. That's
They're
what's
still
crazy.
good. They're still good. So like,
It's just it's
it
frustrating.
sucks.
I just
It
wanna
is
play.
not cool, but no, it's gonna be worth it. Like we're gonna get that game, and none of us are going to do fucking anything for a whole like next summer. Just we're not doing anything.
So you know how
We'll work.
like
We're gonna do the podcast, and then I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna have 2 kids at that point, and I'm gonna be like, sorry, Daddy's got to play this. Daddy's got to move drugs.
we're
in
not
Miami.
getting divorced, but Emma, you're gonna be a single mom for a little while.
Just a couple months.
Yeah, like remember when
I'll teach my daughter to raise my other daughter,
we had,
and then
that's the key.
It. That's it.
You raise them Irish.
Wheezy can do it.
The older ones, you watch the younger ones. Me and
Hey,
your mom are
hey,
gonna
what
go
was your
make more.
sister doing there? She can barely talk. Fine, I don't care. Watch your sister.
But remember how we had talked about in GTA 5 the Mount Chiliad conspiracy that people spent legit like 11 years looking for the answers, and then like 5 months back, Rockstar came out and was like, "Yeah, no, that leads to nothing. That was just us trolling
We
you."
were just doing that.
I hope in 10 years we find out that these last 3 like move backs were just so they could add shit that doesn't go anywhere
Yeah.
into the game. Like we had to add all of our troll stuff in. So that's why the game released
And remember,
8 months later than
they
it
have
should
like
have.
50 different channels of radio and stuff that they record all of the bits
We
for.
better have
and
the largest fucking soundtrack of
we
all time.
probably
in this
will,
game.
dude. The biggest map. It's gonna be perfect.
Even Grand Theft
It's
Auto
gonna be a
5, it was
perfect
like
game.
if you play for an hour, and you stay on one radio station, you would have reheard everything like 6 times. There better be like 2 hours worth of content on every radio station.
I bet there will be.
Fucking better be.
It's gonna be a perfect game.
Also, they better have a radio station where you can upload your own fucking songs.
No, there's like copyright stuff probably, but it's gonna be a perfect game.
It will be.
It's gonna be a perfect game. But that is a solid, not cool, Sebastian. Thanks for writing in, buddy. Todd Voss at as_scene_by_TV. He hung out with me on Friday at one of my gigs. I'll talk to about a gig in. I'm gonna make that an ad, even though it's not an ad. I'm gonna make it an ad, a promotion in before he answers. But Todd Voss says, I was stepping over a puddle and ripped the crotch of my jeans. He was on his way home, so that was the positive. I had hung out with him, and I guess this happened right after that. We were watching Rockets on Friday night at a bar. Fuck you, Rockets, by the way. That's not cool, too. But to get our hopes up and then just fuck us in the ass on Game 7. Let's pick the worst game to have our worst game.
And it's not even like it was the whole game. It was the fourth quarter. Like
they were sluggish the whole game.
They were sluggish, but they were never like fully out of it. It was always like 10,
Vibes were
12
off.
points, and they would get it back down to like 6. And then the fourth quarter happened, and they're just like, hey, what if
They were
we
just
didn't
edging us
score
the whole
at
time.
all?
What if we just forgot how to shoot, and we're NBA players?
What if we were within 6, and then you looked up and we're down 94-76?
Yeah, that sucked. Ripping the crotch of jeans. Just anytime you rip jeans at all, especially if it's like a good pair of jeans that you like. Like I have probably.
I hope your wife can sew.
How many pairs of jeans
Or
do you
you.
have?
Yes. Legitimately, really 3.
I probably have like 5 or 6. I wear 3 pair.
I have.
And then I also have like a pair of black jeans, but like I don't really count those. Like sometimes I wear those.
I do have, during the summer, I've got a pair of jeans that I wear while mowing the yard. During the winter,
wear
I don't.
jeans to mow the yard.
Yeah, but it's heavy duty. It stops everything from kicking on me. But I really only wear them in the summer. During the winter, I'll wear more of like a sweatpant thing.
Okay.
But really, I've got like this pair that it's a little long. I've got another pair of jeans, and then I do have like an emergency pair of jeans. If like I've gone like 3 weeks and never washed either one of these, and I'm like, oh fuck, I need pants for work.
Yeah.
But those ones don't come out very often. That's seriously only if I don't do laundry for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you gotta have at least 2 like solid pair of jeans. I have the 3 just cause, but like buy the same pair of jeans twice and then just get one that's the exact same but it's a different color slightly, and that's my move. Because then you gotta mix it up so it's like he doesn't just wear the same pair of jeans. You're like, 1, fuck you. who cares what I wear? 2, they're jeans. And 3, like, no, I don't. And you just lie about it.
See, my next pair will probably be like yours, the light blue.
I have 2 that are this exact same color, and then I have one that's a darker one.
So my oldest pair, which is the mowing lawn jeans, is how my rotation goes.
Mm-hmm.
Those were light blue, like that. Then I had worn those for so long. When I bought my next pair, they were a little bit lighter. These ones are a little bit darker. I go through phases. I'm like, I've
like
worn
that.
those dark
Yeah.
ones for a while. You know what? I'm going to wear the light blue jeans for the next couple months. Let me get a new pair.
There you go. I like that. And then it looks like when you wear like the dark jeans for a while, and then you get like you go back to your
Like,
light pair of
ooh,
jeans.
you
it's
look
like,
good.
Did you
I'm
get
like,
new jeans?
I know. I look
Yeah,
really
I look
fucking
great.
good. I
I
know.
look fucking great. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Ripping the crotch of your jeans. T's and P's, brother.
And especially because that means you've had them and they're broken and fucking perfect.
Yeah, that means they were just
So
perfect.
even if you were
gloves.
able to, like, if you or your wife are able to sew and you get her sew, it still might not feel the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the factory stitching, you know.
Mhm. Like you knew your way around that, and it's a little bit different. It
Honey,
can still be
did you take these
good,
in?
but it might not be the same. That's a good, not cool. Our next one is from Mikey P, who I also saw on Friday night. At It's Just Mikey P on X. He says his not cool is my car not starting after leaving the convenience store. It made me late for work. Your car not starting is just you go into immediate panic mode. Let me try to get. And then I have my jumper cables, right? Okay, cool. Now I just gotta inconvenience somebody and be like, "Hey, can you give me a jump?"
I found out the other day I don't even have cables in my car.
Gotta have them.
I thought I did.
Gotta
My
have
trunk is such a mess. I haven't cleaned it in like 2 years.
Gotta have the cables.
Yeah.
Or
Empty beer
or
cans, no
the
cables.
Thing where it's like just a jumper that you don't have to have the cables for. It's like the single one.
I also found out that you're supposed to ground the one that's going to the battery that's being charged. You're not supposed to put both of them on there.
Wait,
I found this out from a car guy the other day.
I do it anyway.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I've
Yeah.
done every time. I
It's-
found out apparently though you're not supposed to.
You're supposed to
Apparently,
just put, like, on a
you
metal
just put like
piece.
the red on, and then black puts on like a metal piece, or
like
it's the other way.
the
Don't
hood.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the black. It's the black.
Yeah. Did not know that. I was like, why would they give me two? Why is there a red and a black on the battery then if I'm not supposed to put it on red and black?
Yeah,
It should be a red and
That
a,
checks
hey,
out.
don't actually attach this here, attach this to the metal. That's what it should
that
be.
checks out.
But yeah, anytime your car won't start. Because
He's-
you have that
yeah.
panic mode where like I have since learned, I think the alternator is cheap. I believe I've heard that. 'cause people are
Alternator,
like, oh, it's just the alternator.
is more expensive than a battery, though.
But
Battery
it's
will
one of
be
those things
2,
where, like-
3 alternator is like 7 or 8.
Okay,
without,
alternator's not cheap then. I
I had to get an
flipped that in my
alternator
head.
fixed one time. It was the worst.
But it's one of those things where like I don't know if this is going to cost me $100 to repair or $1,000. And I know nothing about cars, so I could get bent over every time I go to a mechanic. I don't fucking know.
My brother had a Nissan Altima. They call them Nissan alternators because they always go out. And his went out, I think, twice while he had it. And he was
Shout
just
out
like,
another
"Fucking
thing
shit."
Japan has done for us. Japanese have done for us.
Nissan.
No, just fucking Toyotas that run for goddamn ever.
Yeah.
Shout out
Bleep that
Toyota.
out. No free ads. Bleep that out. I have one too, but bleep that out.
My license plate says Toyota. And it's got the little ears on the
I like
symbol.
that. I like that.
Yeah. I'm a nerd.
But yeah, that sucks, dude. And then you just go in panic mode, and then you're starting to factor like, how much is this fucking gonna cost me? And it's just it's a spiral. It's
He's
a
more
spiral.
of a man than us though, so he probably would just like pop the hood and like was like, oh, I can just fix this.
Yeah, but still, there's some of
Myself.
those you still gotta take it in
Yeah.
somewhere.
And it still
You
made
gotta-
him late to work. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, and it gives
Sorry,
you a
bud.
chore no matter what. Next one is from Quentin Hughes at Q the Ace on X, and Quentin says his not cool is I got my phone and internet through a certain company we don't name on this podcast. Good job. And my phone broke. What they don't tell you is that if you cancel the internet, you can't make any upgrades or changes to your phone that they gave you. I ended up dropping them and going with another more superior company. And then he also said that his bill by taking the internet off, it went up, which is one of those bullshit things.
Good
where
for
it's
you
like,
for being free, buddy.
hey, you have less services, but it's more expensive because you have less services. That's why they're always like, you have to have a phone. Like, I don't have a phone. I don't have a house phone. You have to have a phone line
Yeah, no,
and the
you don't
internet
anymore.
and cable. And then also we can give you like I had an alarm system, like I had like security through them, but I was like, I'm not gonna ever hook this up.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're like,
they gave me
"We'll
a
put
Ring doorbell years ago.
yeah,
and never.
We're gonna put a motion sensor here. This is how you set up. This is what you activate it with, and then you got to pay this a month. I'm like, I'm not going to ever call that, but because it is $40 cheaper a month because you guys are stupid, I will do this. And then that company I have absolutely nothing good to say. There was an outage, I think last week, and my friend Robert, my good buddy Robert, checked in on me. I was out for a run. He's like, "How you doing, buddy?" And I was like, "Hey, good, Robert. How are you doing, man?" And he was like, "Well, I just saw there was a insert that company's name outage, and I was just making sure that you hadn't broken anything." And I was like, "Oh, actually, not even home right now. Didn't know." And then it was back by the time I got home. But yeah, I wish that company nothing but the worst. Nothing but the worst.
I can't wait till next time I move somewhere and they have fiber in that area. I can't wait to get fiber internet instead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be awesome just to be free.
That's I will make
Just
a video
free.
free at last.
But
People
Quentin,
will hate it.
Quentin, good on you, buddy. But that sucks, man. Having to deal with them. They have customer service that doesn't give a fuck about you.
But hey, now you never have to
and
deal with them again.
You're free, buddy. Congratulations. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. All right. I can go first. I don't really have anything
Sure.
crazy. I am actually I'm in eyelash hell right now.
Dude, you're struggling.
I am in eyelash hell. I had my cornea abrasion years ago when I turned 30. That was fucking 5 years ago. 6 years. God damn it. Yeah, right. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. And then I was supposed to put eye drops in all the time. Did not do that because I don't like stuff around my eye. That's my bugaboo is my eyes. And then I fell asleep and woke up one time and it ripped the heel over the corneal abrasion, and then I had to my eye was all swollen again for another week, and I had to get these steroid drops that I put in, and then they were like, "Hey, just do the fucking eye drops 2 times a day. Do the eye drops." And I was like, "All right." So ever since then, I 2 times a day, right before bed, I put my fucking eye drops in, and it's helped. But because I put the eye drops in, they weigh down my eyelashes sometimes, and every couple of months, I'll just have a day where one of my eyelashes is "We're gonna go inside your eye. We're just gonna poke you in the eye every time you blink." Right now, I can feel it right now too, and it's just irritating, and it doesn't hurt, but it's that constant irritation over and over again.
Eyelash in your little eye.
Yeah, it's the worst, dude.
I know. I fucking hate it so much.
The fucking worst. It's
even when you get it out, you can still feel where it was.
Or you just
then you never know if you got it out.
yeah, or it was if you've been out with around mosquitoes, and then you got bit by mosquitoes, even though you're not around mosquitoes, you still feel like you have phantom mosquito bites. It's like that, and I've been in eyelash hell all day, and
Is that our? Do we have to do the worst things about summer next week if we have to do one? No, because then
We
whoever
could.
gets one,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just mosquitoes.
mosquitoes.
It's just fucking mosquitoes.
but yeah, it's not fun. Eyelash hell. I would not wish this on anyone except for a certain cable company that I would wish this on. CEO of that, I hope they
You
have.
should say that
eyelash hell.
next time you're arguing with one of them on the phone. Be like, I hope you get an eyelash in your eye.
There's not an eyelash in your eye because you can at least flush your eye out like this. I keep trying to bend it. I think I need to buy one of those
New eyes?
I don't know. These would be
That one.
eyelashes, but whatever those things that girls have to curl their eyelashes, that they do that. I need to do that so then I can just curl it up. Maybe
Have a video of Emma curling your eyelashes.
I don't want to curl it just that one. Just
But
it's like a little clamp thing.
but maybe you should curl them one time and see if that helps.
Ladies, somebody hit me up on X. Let me know the name of that, and I'll order one. Don't send me links.
I think it's
I'll
called an
just order
eyelash
it.
curler.
It's kind of
Eyelash curler. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it's not that, let me know the name of that. Okay. Other than that, I'll just look up eyelash curler. But again, eyelash hell, not a place I would wish for anybody except for a certain cable company. My other not cool is been running again, been hydrating better. But I told you, I think you came over to watch the Kentucky Derby, and I was like, I woke up 3 times it was Friday night to Saturday morning. I woke up 3 times in the night with just calf cramps, where it's just you're like, what the fuck? And then I didn't wake up with this, but it was when you wake up and you stretch your leg, and then it just went right back into a cramp. I was like, what are you doing?
And then you never
what is
know
going on?
You don't know which way to move your foot.
You
to
just
help
you
it.
just sit there.
It's always the wrong way.
Stop. But 3 times in one night, and it was just I'd be just awoken by a cramp. I was like, why?
Need a Gatorade.
I drank 4 big. What is this? How much is in this? 32. I drank 4 32-ounce bottles of water.
All right, you're probably
The
pretty
night
hydrated.
before. I did drink, but
Fucking old,
I also
dude.
drank a lot of water too. So I felt like I was good and just cramping up like a motherfucker. And then the next day I had like PTSD going to sleep. I was like, oh no, is it gonna happen again? It didn't, but cramps, terrible. I'm really going through it. My body's going through it right now, whether it be eyelashes or cramps. It's rough. It's
Sorry,
rough,
buddy.
But those are my not cools.
I got a couple. One of them is I almost showered yesterday. I had the shower on and I fucked around. I do this every time. I turn the shower on, fuck around on my phone for like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
just so it'll be nice.
Get a
and
nice
hot when
little
I get in
sauna.
there. And then I go to get in, and I'm like, that water's still a little chilly. I was like, I think I must have turned the cold a little too far. So I just turn it back a little bit, standing at the back of the shower, just kind of splashing my feet, not really getting any warmer. Turn the cold completely off.
You used all the hot water.
No, there just was no hot water. And so then I'm doing the thing. I'm like, did I forget to pay this fucking bill?
Uh-oh.
Because then normally it's like, oh, we'll be out in 2 days. And you're like, fuck. And I'm like, no, I put that bill on auto pay. It just that morning just would not give me cold. So I stood at the back of the shower. I was running out of time. I'm already late. I just kind of like splashed my nuts in my armpits and got the fuck out of there. I couldn't even do a full shower. Like, couldn't shampoo my beard and everything. It was too cold. Couldn't start out. I'm not a cold shower guy. Can't do that.
You just got to get through the first couple seconds. I like to start my mornings.
I
If
just
take
got
a
the
shower in the
problem
morning,
areas and got out of there.
do a cold shower for like the first like 30 seconds, and then go right back into it. Friend of the pod, Brant Tobler. I remember years ago having him on. I think it was before you, but he said that his dad was in prison, and his dad, when he got out of prison, like when he was a kid, they just said his dad was there in college. His dad would come back from college, and then before he'd go back, because he would always get arrested again, he was like, when you start your shower, make it as cold as you can, and just shadow box. And then he was like, why, Dad? He's like, that's what it feels like if you get stabbed. And he's like, now you'll be ready to fight. And I was like, that's the weirdest thing ever. And he was
Was
like,
this Mac's dad from fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
no, but it was like, can you imagine? Like, you have no no explanation as to why your dad knows this. It's like, no, just start shadow boxing, because then if you ever get stabbed, you'll know how to fight. And it was like,
Go to show and tell. You start
I'm
shadow
8.
boxing. Where'd you learn that? Well, my dad told me.
yeah. But yeah, it just started with the cold water. It wakes you up. In
Nope,
the morning.
doesn't wake me up.
Wakes you
Just
in
makes
the
me
morning.
angry.
And then you go to
I'm
the
usually
warm.
very sleepy. Half the time,
Treat yourself.
I like my warm water.
I do too. That's why I start cold, then you go warm.
I stay up too late and then I stay in bed till the exact last second. So then I'm always rushing, but then I'll literally just like let the warm water hit me and just lean my face up against
Yeah.
the side of
Yeah.
the thing. Ugh.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then all day on Tuesday, I was worried I was going to tear my ACL because the night before when I was going to bed, like I get up off the couch and I start walking over towards the stairs. I'm like, feels a little tight on my right like heel area. And I'm like, is the tendon about to rip off of the bone? So like I'm going up the stairs carefully. All the next day, I'm walking around at work and I'm making sure I walk carefully because I'm like, the last thing I need is a ball on the back of my calf because my Achilles tendon just ruptured and fucking fruit by the footed up into a roll. And then I realized about 3/4 of the way through the day, when I'm at home and I'm sitting on the couch, I have a tendency to just kind of like bang my feet against the ground.
Yeah.
I think I just kind of bruised my heel. That's all it was. I had just whacked my heel against the ground so many times it was bruised. It was nothing to do with a tendon. I'm just a moron. I was scared all day of tearing my Achilles, but didn't really have to be. So that sucked. That was just a scary feeling all day. My main one for the week was the other day I got home and I had to pee really, 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 really bad. And I dropped my keys at the front door as I was trying to unlock it.
And
that's just a horrible feeling. When
you're like jumping up and down, like, come on, go,
Dude,
go.
on the way home, I pulled into a gas station by my house because I had to pee really fucking bad and I had to get gas. I was like, let me just get some gas and then I'll run in and pee. I run in, the bathroom's out of order.
Oof.
The guy was like, you just have to pee. You can go, just don't flush. And I was like, my house is down the street. I'll just go and then drop the key. I was so
Yeah, that's
fucking mad.
bad.
And then also,
Should have gone to the backyard at that point.
well, by the time I get in the front door, it's just as quick to get to the
Yeah.
bathroom as it is to get to the backyard.
That's fair.
My brother's like, should have just pissed in the front yard. I'm like, okay, but like,
Not an animal.
there's kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a.
The only time I pissed.
Then you gotta go door to door everywhere you live, being like, I pissed one time, and then I'm on a list.
The only time I pissed in the front yard here was one time. It was like 2, 3 in the morning, and it was a torrential rainstorm. So I just opened up the front door and I pissed out of the door right there. There's no grass right there. I just pissed on the concrete, but it was torrential rainstorm. It washed away. So that's all I got. What about you, Bobby?
Birds. They're
All right, let's go.
You mean government spy drones?
they're loud.
And racist.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. in the
You heard
morning.
our last one.
3 a.m. in the morning. Just this, they went wild at 3 a.m. in the morning. I recorded it from the bedroom. I don't know if you can pick it. If that's being picked up.
I can hear it.
That's way too loud for 3 in the morning.
Yes, this was 3 o'clock in the morning. They were just going off.
This is why you need a shotgun. Just spray the tree.
It's like, yeah, that is daylight hours bird chirping,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
I have also been having, in our new place, we have a similar one. We also have an owl that's recently joined the group. And woo-hoo, woo-hoo. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you're watching. I don't care what's going on. Eat your fucking Tootsie Pop and shut the fuck up.
I don't know who, dude. Stop asking me.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It freaks Wheezy out when we go on walks at night and in the morning. She's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's an owl. He's talking shit. But
I get mad.
like, why you gotta do this all night? Like, this is,
Yeah.
don't you sleep? Don't you sleep, dude? Because you're doing it during the day.
I've got some that do it at like 6 a.m. And that's annoying for me when I'm up till like 4. And then like I'll just kind of like hear it. But that's 6 a.m. It's light. It's daytime. That's when birds are 3 a.m. That's a war crime.
Yeah, I woke up first. I'm more of a light sleeper than Sam is. Sam did wake up too. And then like later that morning, like around 5, 6 a.m., my downstairs neighbor texted us, like, did you guys hear those crazy birds last night? She woke up too. And it was funny. Sam told me, like, she wanted to, like, strangle them or something, strangle the birds.
Hell yeah.
Get a pellet gun.
And then the downstairs neighbor in the text thread was like, I wanted to go out there and shoot him. And I'm like, geez, you guys really escalated. Like, I was thinking, I want to just grab some dirt and throw it into the trees and then they'll fly off.
No, because then they'll come back madder and they'll be louder.
But both of them, they wanted to strangle them or shoot them.
Yeah. Because birds are like fish. Kill as many as you want. There's more.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Stupid.
They'll be
bird.
fine.
Yeah. Luckily, they're not
I'm
doing
just
that.
picturing now, like 3 a.m., Sam rolling out of bed, grabbing her pellet rifle, slowly opening the window, and just like dropping
Like
birds.
a sniper.
It's okay, Bobby. We can go back to sleep. Mama took care of it.
Luckily, I haven't done that again, but they are still that loud now in the mornings when that's okay.
Right.
Maybe it
Yeah.
was just
What are
a
you
late-
doing in the middle of the night?
You know,
bro?
they probably had some fucking pigeons in town. It was their boys. They hadn't seen them in a while. They were staying up late.
Boys came over.
It happens. Some red-breasted sparrows. You know what I'm talking about?
Couple blue-footed boobies.
Oh, you bring them boobies around. It gets
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. But yeah, fuck birds, dude. Fuck birds.
Yeah.
I want to add another not cool because I just saw this on X. Giants have the toughest strength of schedule already this year, and then somebody just was like, "These are the Giants' strength of schedules according to the NFL over the last few years. Last year we had the 6th hardest, and then the year before that we had the 3rd hardest. When will it end? When will it end? We're being victimized. It's
Did
not
you look
because
up what they were at the end of those years, though? What their strength of schedule ended up being?
that's what it says according to this one X account, and I'm not going to look anything up because it proves my point. The NFL has an anti-Giants agenda. The Super Bowl champion Eagles have the 4th toughest strength of schedule, and the Giants had the 1st. Giants picked 3rd overall in the draft because they only won 3 games. How do we have the hardest schedule? Bullshit. But it's going to be fine because we have the best defensive line. We're going to kill everybody.
Packers have the
Everybody's
23rd hardest.
See? You're just going to waltz into the playoffs. Waltz into the playoffs. Well, we're playing champions, but when we make it this year, we shock the world. We're going to be because we were battle tested. Battle tested, baby.
And but somehow everyone in the Packers division has a even easier schedule.
That's what I don't get.
I mean, we are going against the NFC East in our division, so.
NFC East is good this year. Gonna be good this year.
Are you sussy for Russie?
I will be if he's good.
He won't be.
Might be. All
He
you
might
gotta
be. Dable's a great coach.
Throw the ball to Malik. That's all you gotta do, buddy. Throw the ball to Malik. Get the ball to Cam Scatabo. Let our scat back do what he does.
That is something we get to be excited about. We have another white running back in the NFL this year.
Great for the brand.
It's just fun to see. You're like, hey, good for him.
We don't expect that.
Like, see, because he's a bruising runner too, so I think it's going to fit more like.
It's like Alex Caruso on the Thunder and Chet Holmgren. We're like, what is this, Duke in the NBA?
Like with Christian McCaffrey, you're like, okay, that dude is just a lighter shade, but he's an absolute ridiculous. I mean, but I'm saying the way he plays, you're like, he could be a black guy because he's that good. He's that good. That's, I mean, in the biggest compliment I can as a running back. White running backs, you're normally like, yeah, that dude looks like a white guy playing running back. It's fun to see. Representation matters. Normally, it's just, I get to see a fullback dive once every 6 weeks. I was also really mad. I wanted him on my. That's my not cool. Is that you guys got Cam Scatabo and I didn't.
You're not cool from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I'm still mad about it. I'm going to get a Scatabo jersey. That's how much I like the guy. Something about the way he plays. Can't put my finger on why I like this guy so much.
All right. What do I got next?
Answers.
Let's move on to answers. I am going to be, this is not a sponsor of the show in any way, but I will be giving out BuzzFest tickets for 94.5 at the Buzz, Marilyn Manson, Blue October, POD, Evans Blue, Kenton Place, a local band will be opening up BuzzFest. All kinds of fun stuff. May 24th at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Pat, would you like to go to that?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right, let's get. Pat will be there. If you would like 8 opportunities, a lot of the Gravy Gang came out through my gig last Friday. I'll be out this Saturday. It's Home Run Dugout in Katy from 8 to 10 p.m. I've got 8 pairs of tickets to give out. Come hang out with me and our good friends at Neutral that are presenting the presenting sponsor of BuzzFest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come have a couple drinks with me. We'll watch whatever games are on. It's like Top Golf for baseball, so that'll be kind of cool. So come hang out with me. Home Run Dugout in Katy, 8 to 10 p.m. this Saturday, May the 10th, and win some BuzzFest tickets. And let's get into it, the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, if you have any questions you'd like to submit for the answers segment, we do the Precome segment. We ask our questions, like our mermaids. Is it time for them to fucking start cleaning? Are they the worst maids of all time? What is the worst vehicle to show up in? If you have questions like that, hit us up on X at PassingGravyPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers if you want to know what color a number is, or what number a color is, or what a color smells like, or anything like that. You want parenting advice? You want relationship advice? I think we actually have a relationship advice question right here. Medical advice? We can help you out with all that stuff. You want us to power rank shit? We're the best at power ranking stuff. You need to step up your power ranking games, though. Give us 5 similarly related things, and we will power rank the fuck out of them better than anyone else. Hashtag PTG Answers to at PassingGravyPod on X. If you don't have X, which I still highly recommend you get an X account, because just use that for all of your answers questions. That's the one that we check first. If you want to email your answers questions, you can email them to us at it's PassingGravyPod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject. That's how we can search for them. That way it's PassingGravyPod@gmail.com. Answers in your subject for us to find them that way. Our first answers question. This is Rosie Scott writing back in again. I believe she was a first time writer in her last time. She emailed us though, but Rosie says, how do you handcuff a one-armed man?
I mean, if he's wearing jeans, you can just hook it to the belt loop.
I was thinking you got to lean him over and handcuff it to an ankle too.
That's probably what it is. You just need long. You do it to his ankle.
And then I don't know if cops have it on them at all times. You probably don't have it on your belt, but when you see prisoners getting transferred, they have the leg handcuff things too, where it's the chains and then it goes into the handcuffs. Would you just do that and just have the one and then the 2 legs?
I mean, if you have enough handcuffs, you can certainly do that. That's what I was saying by long handcuffs. I was meaning you just take 2 pairs and chain them to each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, I don't think you have to put the feet together. Sure, they can run a little bit there, but it's hard to run if your hand, because the hands and the legs work opposite when you're running.
Right.
So if you're trying to run with both the leg and you're not going to get far.
Probably not.
So I think you're just good with doing hand to leg.
Yeah, you would just put hand to ankle. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Adam the cop, let us know.
Yeah, buddy.
If we're correct.
You ever had to do that?
Also, if that's not how it's done, maybe try it that way. Maybe we revolutionize the one-hand handcuffing system.
You gotta handcuff people. If
Gotta
you
do
have
it.
to handcuff someone.
Do you just handcuff them to yourself?
That seems.
Probably dangerous, but
Yeah,
In a
no,
pin-
you
in a
probably,
pinch.
yeah. I was like, they could hit. I was like, about to say they could hit you with the other hand, but they only have one hand. No, they can't.
they kick you.
They could kick you. If they're strong enough, they could throw you around like a rag doll. Yeah, you just gotta handcuff them to their ankle. Or a stationary something where
Yeah,
they
find
can't
a
really get
pole
anywhere.
somewhere.
Yep. All right. Great question. Great question, Rosie. Keep those coming. This one is from Rebecca L., who I don't think has ever written in before, but Rebecca says, am I wrong to be upset that my boyfriend subscribes to several OnlyFans accounts? He says it's the same thing as watching porn, but is it really? I'm going to let Robert answer this first.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's let Robert answer first.
Several is really like
I guess like if you get an OnlyFans, like if you subscribe to an OnlyFans, you're like, I had to create the account. Might as well look at a couple, you know? Is that how it works?
probably.
There's factors that go into this.
Yeah,
right.
Is he subscribed to several free ones?
Oh, I guess some of them, but like, aren't they? They're like, oh, subscribe for free, and then you have to pay for all the pictures.
Yeah, I know there's ones like Asa Akira. She would still post nude photos and stuff on
Who's
hers,
that?
and then she's one of the fucking goats, dude.
Okay, I'll have to look her up later.
Yeah, I'm not even ashamed of it, dude. She worked at Barstool years ago.
Okay,
But yeah, she's one of the fucking goats. If he's got multiple free ones, is one thing. Dude, there's just so much porn on the internet. You don't need to be paying for it.
that's what I don't get.
That's why I'm
man.
like, I'm on her side here. Yeah, she didn't say she's mad. She's upset. I think that's fully fair.
So what Rebecca's question is she says, am I wrong to be upset that my boyfriend subscribes to several OnlyFans accounts? No, you're not wrong to feel however you feel. Like, you're allowed to feel whatever your feelings are.
You shouldn't be paying for porn.
And if it makes you feel uncomfortable to the point where you're emailing a podcast about that, asking if you're wrong, you're not wrong. You're allowed to feel the way you feel. That doesn't. I'm not justifying what he's doing, but like that's definitely something you should have a discussion with him about. Because if like you're not cool with that, you need to voice that and be like, "Yo, dog, like, don't."
Because it's not the same. Because it's not like you're going on whatever hub and you're just scrolling through pictures and even searching a specific actress, maybe.
Yeah.
You're specifically paying a person. Like
You're funding someone's like living, maybe.
I'm not Venmoing Asa Akira $5 every time I get a nut, you know?
Right.
It's not a
Right.
specific. It is different. Also, don't pay for porn.
Yeah, just be
There's
like,
so much porn out
here, let me show you how to Google boobs.
Also, and I'm not one to illegally obtain anybody else's information, but there are leaks that happen.
Don't tell people how to do that.
I'm not. I'm just
people how to do
saying
that.
the information is
We don't condone
usually
that
out
behavior.
there
We don't condone that behavior.
in some form or another.
On one hand, though, OnlyFans is actually giving the creators money. You could argue you're empowering these women. This isn't for you,
Ooh.
Rebecca. This isn't for you, Rebecca. I'm just saying, like, I understand why OnlyFans works, because it's like, instead of just being like, oh, someone
It's 'cause dudes
uploaded,
are horny.
yeah, well, that's obviously
That's
it.
why
But
it
instead of uploading this video and then it going on another site and then another site and another site, and it's like not necessarily that person that uploaded it getting credit or money for it. Now that person's getting money for whatever they do.
Also, if they're paying for custom videos, you're just like,
And then I think you can chat with them too. So I think
Yeah.
that's a big
I don't know why you would.
plus, where people just get horny, like, I want to dirty talk so bad.
Actually, you know what? I think that's the least respected profession is the OnlyFans model.
More than mall cop
People pay for it, but they don't respect
or
it.
telemarketer.
I don't know anyone in the world that respects Bonnie Blue.
I respect that she goes out there every night and still shows up.
I don't respect that she's making the youth of America itchy.
Sure, I used to get tested. You are not wrong to be upset.
I never thought I would side with a woman versus her boyfriend over porn, but I'm on your side on this one.
Your feelings are valid. You are in the
He's
right
wasting
to
money.
feel the way you feel, and just be like, I feel like you are wasting money. It makes me uncomfortable. I would like you to not do that. And I think that if he can't either get over that or start hiding it better, then maybe there's another discussion that needs to be had.
I mean, if he's also loaded and he's like, dude, I don't care. I can pay $15 a month. You're like, all right.
That's true.
Whatever. But like,
You are not
just don't pay
wrong.
for porn, dude.
You're not wrong to feel that way, Rebecca. But thank you for emailing. This is maybe the most serious question we've had
it's a good one.
in a long time. But hey, appreciate you checking out the pod.
Maybe you're like, hey, what kind of videos are you buying there? Maybe we could recreate it.
Yeah, maybe then you do that and you're like, hey, why don't you Venmo me for these and then the money's staying in house.
He's like, I don't know. No, the ones I do, they specifically put balloons up their asses. And you're like, whoa, okay.
And whatever you're open to, then you can just do that. And then you let, if it's like, I don't want to put a balloon up my ass. Okay, well, if this girl does, that's fine.
My pop, that would hurt.
Seems like that could be bad, yeah.
Making balloon animals out of your ass.
Two ladies opening up the answers segment. Love that. Love that. Pass the Gravy, a podcast for women?
For sure.
Yeah, by men for women. That's
I'm all about equality.
Yeah,
I talk to
I
women
am
the same way I
too.
talk to men. Disgustingly.
I come from a woman. My
It's
mom
true.
is a woman. Her mom is a woman. Big female supporters.
All the way
here.
down the line.
Eric Ingram writes in and says, should RC cars get credit for being the original drones?
No.
They absolutely should.
Nah. Yeah, for me, drones are airborne. I understand.
RC cars literally walked so drones could fly. You could remote control those bad boys. You could put a camera on them and be like,
They were
check out
cars,
this.
though. They weren't drones.
We're gonna go look at this. Right, but they were like the original drones. Like we couldn't figure out how to make shit fly like that. The fans didn't work as well.
Speak for yourself. I used to build so many ramps with books. My RC cars were getting air in the street.
Right, but
dog.
they couldn't like fly for a long period of time. They had to keep coming back down. But like RC cars that you could attach cameras to, like that was definitely like was like the Mars rover and shit like that. Like that was sort of like the original drone and shit like that. You're like that was just a fancy RC car.
But for me, drones are airborne for me.
BattleBots was like fancy RC cars, which were just fancy pre-drones.
Well, BattleBots is pre-Terminator.
But they had
That's what they
cameras on them, so you could see that shit. And then you were like, all right, what if we had a drone that I could then look down on shit? And then the military's like, and then we can just shoot people with this. And then, you know, they took off with that. But RC cars, I think 100% were the original drones.
I mean, I get it. I just don't like it.
That's the tech. That's the original tech for it,
Doesn't
right?
work for me. For me, drones have to be flying.
But these were like the OGs that like before they could figure it out. They were like the Wright brothers figuring out how to do shit.
I see the attachment. My brain just doesn't like it. What about you, Bobby? Settle this.
Well, I just looked up the definition of a drone,
God damn it, I'm going to be wrong.
and it is a flying
Woo! Vindication.
vehicle. It is a flying vehicle.
But this gave the idea, like, what if we could make it fly? And like, well, RC cars can't fly. We can control these. What if we could just do the same thing we do with RC cars, but with things that fly?
Are dicks just the... Hold on. How should I word this? Should dicks get credit for being the original dildos?
Yeah. That's the inspiration. It was literally the inspiration.
I thought you were gonna call them drones because like helicopter.
Yeah. That too.
I don't know. Some of those dildos can't helicopter. They're thick.
All right, so I feel like I'm outvoted on this. I still think that RC cars were the OG drones. They definitely have to get credit for being the inspiration for drones.
I tell you this right now. I want to buy a fucking RC car right now.
What if we can remote control this, but it could be in the air? And they're like, great idea, let's do that. Without RC cars, there are not drones.
I just want to make an RC car jump. Those things were so fucking awesome.
But you can't have drones without RC cars walking
I think
/
you could.
rolling. Not as easily.
Because we still had helicopter technology and we just made it smaller. That's all a drone is.
That's true. Fuck. Good point. All right.
Helicopters should get credit for drones.
Well, planes could also then.
Birds.
Birds. Yeah, birds are the original drones.
I mean, they literally are drones now. So.
Yeah, they are. That's true. All right. Good question, Eric. Keep those coming, buddy. Abby Givens writes in again at Abby Givens 17, and Abby says, how do colorblind people know what gray looks like?
I assume trial and error.
Robert?
Well, it doesn't mean like we can't see color at all.
What if you could only
we know
see...
what gray looks like.
Yeah? Like, describe...
He can see gray. He just can't see red and green.
Robert, describe the color gray to Robert.
Trying to think of just the most boring thing I can think of.
It's like black, white.
It's like sidewalk.
Did you like learning about history in school?
No.
It's like history class.
It's every picture.
It's whatever class was the most boring for you and your most boring teacher talking about it, that's gray.
The sky on a cloudy day.
No, it would be the sky on a rainy day.
On a cloudy day, too.
Clouds are white.
All right, on a rainy.
Pure white.
But they could also be cloudy and
true.
rainy.
It can.
That's why I don't understand why partly cloudy, because
That's why-
every day is partly cloudy. That means there's no clouds ever.
I
You
almost
can't say
ju-
that it's not partly cloudy.
I almost just said Britain. That was the first thing that popped in my head to describe gray. Just picture Britain.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's storming, look up, and that is what that's gray.
What color is Alex's shirt?
Gray.
There you go. He knows.
It's gray.
So yeah, gray is one of the colors you can see. Are there people out there that are colorblind to gray? I feel like that
Maybe.
because like I feel like if you go colorblind, I feel like then your eyes set to like black and white. I feel like on those probably not true at all. But like if you can see black and white, you can definitely see gray. It's the combo.
Yeah.
So
You'd
yeah, I think
think.
that's right. I think everybody can see gray. I don't think there's a person. Dogs can see gray.
I mean, I guess like you would just have to be told like that is gray. If you were colorblind and you did not see gray, they would just be like, that is what gray is. This color is gray. And you're like, oh, that's what everything looks like.
Yeah.
You're like, no, that's gray though.
Is that what your red and green look like? Do they look just like gray to you? Is it colorless, or is it more
They
of
look
like
like other colors.
your brain dyslexicizes them and then you can't tell the difference between them?
Yeah, so I think it's pronounced Dutan. It's basically that my green cone is missing or not functioning properly. And so green is what the big issue is. And so like that's people that are like that have the issue that I've said many times where I thought the green stoplight, the green go light, traffic light looks white.
Okay.
So yeah, it's your eyes are dyslexic.
Yeah, any color with like green undertones is difficult for me to perceive.
It's like when Pat wears Packers gear, you're just like, this looks stupid as fuck.
I look like Bigfoot to him when
The
that happens.
Philly-
I'm just fuzzy.
The Philadelphia Eagles just look like absolute garbage to you, don't they?
They look like they're city.
Just like,
When the A's wear their like road unis, does it just look like stupid?
Can you
Does it look like the Athletics is white and then the rest of it's just gray?
can you differentiate shades of green though? Like when the A's wear their normals versus when they wear like the throwback
Yeah.
really green greens, you can
Yeah.
see the difference between them? Yeah.
yeah, I can see shades.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I can see shades better.
This is darker than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. I just wasn't sure if it was your green cone was just like anything green
Yeah,
shuts
but like
down.
the smaller the color is, the harder it is for me to see. Like at in parking garages, you know, they have the lights, the red and green to tell you
Oh,
if this
somebody's
spot is
parked in
open.
it, yeah.
Those don't do anything for me. Those don't help me.
Robert gets a ticket. He's like, it was fucking medical, man.
Oh yeah. Shit, dude, that sucks. All right, well that's a good question, Abby, and at least we had an expert to answer it.
Hey, we learned something today.
Look at us learning things. All right, last question this week that we got is from Josh Tree Caudle at Joshua Tree 713 on X, and Josh says, "Why haven't I seen a baby pigeon? Do they even exist? You only see full-grown ones in nature."
Government drones, man.
Yeah, it's like the government doesn't release them until they're
They only
full-grown.
come out at 3 a.m.
Do they don't leave the nest until they're fully grown?
See.
Because I've never seen a pigeon nest either.
That's true. Well, because they're usually like in a city, which is just like it's a garbage can.
Fair enough.
All right, I said baby pigeons is also known as squabs. That's cool.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
Look at this baby pigeon. He's pretty
It's like
cute.
they just took the Native American word.
You just look how cute he is.
Oh, I just
Just a little guy. Just a little guy. He doesn't even eat trash yet. It says, are usually not seen out in the open because they stay in their nest for about a month after hatching, becoming almost fully grown before leaving.
Oh, so I was right.
They just stay in their nests. And that's why you don't see the nest, because it's like they're hiding.
Yeah, and I'm not a home invader.
Also that.
I
Hey,
bet bird
look.
watchers have probably seen them. Those sick freaks.
What we did to the Native Americans, that taught me a lot. Not me, but like America.
Do birds think bird watchers are perverts?
Probably. Like, chill the fuck out.
This guy is fucking been sitting in the bushes with binoculars.
Like, I'm not going to fucking do anything besides chirp. Leave me alone. I'm trying
All
to
the
feed my
police
kids
have
a worm.
Have a hawk dive bomb this guy. He's trying to look into my living
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, they probably hate people that birdwatch. So yeah, the baby pigeons just don't come out of the nest until they're ready to go. I feel like that's a
That
lot of
makes
birds
sense.
too. I don't really see a lot of baby birds.
I don't look
except
up a
for
lot
in
anymore.
nests. Yeah, if it's not like online, it's not like a picture of like a.
If it's not in my
Hey,
line
check
of
out this
sight,
baby bald eagle. I'm like, oh, look at these guys.
fucking bird tried to commit suicide in my car the other day.
Mom might have pushed it out of the nest.
It flew right off the sidewalk in front of my car as I was accelerating.
That's wild. Don't do that.
Dodged it
birds.
at the last second. I was
If any
like,
birds are
you
listening,
bitch.
don't do that. Hey, look at us. We learned about baby pigeons. We learned about color blindness. I'd like to think that we learned about
And how to handcuff a one-armed man.
handcuffing one-armed men.
There's our description for the
And then-
podcast right there.
and a little bit about Alcatraz and fashion, because we had to look up some stuff. So look at us. Pass the Gravy, a podcast for learned people. All right. I am at Alex J. Middleton on all socials. Pat is at Not Pat Dion on all socials. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03 on all socials. We, as a podcast, are at Pass the Gravy Pod on all socials. Share us with a friend, please. Retweet our stuff. Repost our stuff. Comment on our stuff. Again, comment your favorite summer activities below us on the YouTube version, youtube.com/@PassTheGravy Podcast. Just search Pass the Gravy Podcast and share us with a friend as well. If you're watching us, go hit play on the audio version. If you're listening, hit play on the YouTube version. Help us get clicks on both sides. And give us a 5-star review on the audio version as well, wherever you listen to podcasts. Home Run Dugout this Saturday, 8 to 10 p.m. in Katy. Come hang out with me and win some BuzzFest tickets. And then let's do our random person generator. I am going to go... Who are you going to go with? Who do you guys want?
I'm going to go Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery's good.
Take Ed Harris. He's the bad guy from The
I'm
Rock.
not going to do that.
Nicolas Cage. He's the other guy from The
I'm
Rock.
not going to do that.
Take Paul C. McKinley. He's the other guy from The Rock.
I am
Also
going to
don't do
go with
that. John C. McKinley.
Anne Hathaway.
Nice.
Anne Hathaway.
She's so likable.
Yeah, that's why I was like, who's somebody that's really likable?
Great
Anne
boobs.
Hathaway.
I'm just remembering that I had actually settled on going with Florence Pugh, but Jenna Ortega is what came out.
Jenna Ortega,
Racist.
Anne Hathaway, Sean Connery. Let's see.
Hold on. You can change to Florence Pugh if you'd like.
No, I'm going to stick with Jenna Ortega.
Which is the oldest sounding name on earth, right?
Florence Pugh? Yeah.
I know she's not old, but like,
Is that her real name? Because I have to assume that she got made fun of a lot in school.
Florence.
Pugh.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Dermot Murnaghan, Gary Cooper, Suzanne Lenglen, Marlene Dietrich, Kathleen Turner, Ellsworth Vines, Carrie Mulligan, and Samuel L. Jackson. All right, Anne Hathaway, Jenny Ortega, and Sean Connery. Again, let's run it back. Otto Graham, Liv Ullman, Denzel Washington, Diane West, Gordon Ramsay, David Letterman, Fred Astaire, Kate Humble.
Most of those people are old as shit. I win.
Yeah. One more.
All right, last one.
Last one.
I hope Florence Pugh comes up so badly.
David Bowie, Blur, Captain Beefheart, and I don't know what that is. Don Hudson, Roberto Benigni, Christoph Waltz, Yannick Noah, and Barry Sanders. Not even close.
Not even close to this one.
Not even close. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Come see me Saturday at Home Run Dugout. We love you guys. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.